Good morning everyone. So, welcome to my first hike of 2025. Once again, I am where I left off last year and my last hike in Filisur, continuing up the Albulathal valley today. Weather a little bit overcast, a little bit windy, but absolutely stunning. Here's a quick little view of Filisur and where I'll be heading. So without much further ado, let's get hiking. Alrighty, so behind me is Filisur, and it was just here on this bridge where I ended the last segment of this hike. One thing real quick as well to mention is it turns out I'm actually following the Russian UNESCO railway path, so I only found out about that today actually, because it's only the first time that I'm seeing sign marks about it. So yeah, this was not a this was an unknown, so yeah, I didn't know about it, didn't know it was here, and once again it turns out my hikes are following railway infrastructure, so just quickly took a moment to apply the ice spikes, as I'm now on a path that's no longer driven by vehicles. So yeah, got some nice compact snow, good grip, lovely weather, happy days. Okay, so along this hike actually there are quite a few notice boards with information regarding the route, the area along the Russian railway walk. So the area that I'm currently in is Bella Luna, and what's interesting is that before they built the bypass Filisur Bergün, you had an old smelting plant which was used to create charcoal, which they then transported down the valley. So they cut down, back in the day, they cut down all the trees here for that charcoal. So a lot of the trees are actually new growth trees rather than what is it, old forest, or I forgot the name of the term. Old forest, yeah, that's it. So this is all new forest growth. So just up there, right there, just under my finger there was, or is, part of the Ration Railway. Here's one of, I think, the 100+ bridges that span this valley. So, or not span the valley, but span in the valley. So, yeah. You can definitely hear the trains, but I can't see them. And what's really cool as well is that when the trains travel through one of the tunnels, is they'll go round to they'll basically spiral down to get to decrease or increase the elevation, and that's why they don't have the cogwheels on them, because the gradient isn't steep enough for cogwheels. So. Alrighty, so progress is progressing progressively, and up here actually you can see the gorge that I'm going to be walking above, all the way up that way. So around that corner, just there, in between that, is Bergün. So with that, and also safety as my #1 consideration, I did say earlier that I'll try and make it to Preda, but I'm just going to Bergün today. So a nice little 10-kilometer hike again. the valley. Walking is going good. I'm happy I made the decision to stop when I did last week, or last year I should say, because, well, I did not want to walk this in the snow, in the dark and in the cold, just in case. Looks like I've got some kind of hairpin coming up here. So have a look, see. Wow, you can actually see the way that this path has just been cut in the rock. So, have a look. Oh, wow. Wow, this is super. But yeah, I'm just going to take a moment here, just catch my breath a mo. So yeah, you know, I'm happy because last week you clearly saw it was minus temperatures. I mean, I had beardscicles. Today I'm in the same area, a few hundred meters higher, no beardscicles. The beard is not frozen, and today it's because it's like 4 or 5 degrees, but it's not sunny, so that does make a little bit of a difference. Yeah, I mean, I've had it when I go snowboarding, where it can be 2 or 3 degrees, but sunny, and because the UV radiation and the heat reflects off the snow, makes it warmer. I mean, I've been comfortable. I have done it, and I've been comfortable snowboarding in little more than a light fleece and a t-shirt. Plus my back plate, of course, but yeah. Anyways, onwards. Well, 3 out of 4 hairpins done on this section. It is indeed the steepest section of the hike, and it's definitely getting a little bit icy underfoot, so I'm happy I've still got the spikes on. So, oh yeah, check this out. Yeah, these, I'm not going anywhere. So yeah, currently at just almost 1,400 meters above sea level. So yeah, so far so good. So a little bit higher than what I'm used to with the Jura, but yeah, good thing it's not as snowy, or what I should say is, considering I am doing alpine hiking at the moment, I'm just happy that this is sort of a probably T2 red-white trail, so light, or yeah, light alpine hiking. So one thing to mention approaching Bergün from this side is you have to be careful, because you will be going potentially onto an active ski area. So yeah, as a hiker, as long as I stick to the edge of the piste, I should be okay if I have to navigate that specific stuff. So yeah, we shall see. Oh my days, the snow here is really getting deep now. I'm at over 1400 meters now. I'm approaching 14, close to 1500 meters ASL. So yeah, a little river behind me down here. I think this is it, highest point. Almost near it anyway, so yeah, almost there. And then it's downhill for a couple hundred meters and into Bergün proper, and yeah, then maybe an hour-long wait for the train, but we'll see, because there's only one every hour on a weekend. So yeah. Well, what's interesting about walking in the snow is you don't just detect animal footprints, you can also detect what other people have done. For example, here, the snowshoe track. However, that disappears at the bridge that I just crossed and swaps into ski tracks. So my guess is someone snowshoed here, swapped into their skis, and then did some cross-country skiing down to Filisur, because I've been following those tracks for most of this hike. There it is, there's Bergün, there are the ski slopes. And some lovely mountains. Okay, so
Yeah, again, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter video today, I reckon, because the little descent that I have here, the couple of kilometres, I need to try and cover as fast as possible, because I have a train in just under half an hour, and I've got around about 2 kilometres to go, give or take. It's either that or I wait an hour. The timing was not good. And I made it to where I was now with an hour to go. Easy, but yeah. So that's the key thing. Also, coming up, I'll quickly show you, but I've actually gone off the regular summer hiking trails, and I'm now officially on the winter hiking trails, as denoted by the pink post here. So yeah, probably means that the route that I'm following is going to be a winter hiking trail, so that's good, because that means it's prepared. It's going to be a little bit easier to navigate. So yeah, I mean, worst case scenario is that I miss the train and I end up cold, but ideally I do want to be on that train, because it is quite a journey's home, around about 2.5 hours, give or take. And yeah, being up since around about, was it 4:30 this morning, give or take, I think. Yeah, it's getting there a little bit, so yeah. Alrighty, so I made it to Bergün with around about 10 minutes to spare for the train, so yeah, happy days. I mean, truth be told, even if I had missed it, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, as there is quite a bit to do in town, so yeah. And it's a little bit warmer than I thought it was. Good news is the next time I'm here should be on a weekday, which means I can get here an hour earlier and not have to rush so much for the train. So yeah, that's it from me for today's adventure, and see you on the next one.